Okay, so after we test all the function of the printer is working well, then we can start to install the printhead. So the first important thing is before we install printhead, we must power off the machine. First, we push down the emergency button to cut down the emergency power. And then we go to the back side of the printer to take out the power cable and also switch off the general power switch. We go to the back side of the printer and we power off the general power switch and we take out the general power. And we must wait about 2 minutes. Then we start to install printhead. We cannot install printhead immediately after we power off the machine because it still have some static power stay at the electronic system. If we insert the cable, it will be easy to damage the printhead and the printer. So we just waiting for 2 or 3 minutes, then we start to install printhead. Okay, so after we wait about 2 minutes to cut down the general power, then we can start to install the printhead. First, we take out the cover at the right side of the printer. Then we find out the carriage. We move down the window, we load down the cap station. And we find out the screw at the left side and the right side of the carriage cover to loosen it. And also the back side, the right side of the carriage. Then we can take out the carriage cover. After we take out the carriage cover, we can see this carriage inside have 2 plugs to install the printhead, and also have the inclusion system switch sensor from here. So when we push down here, it will block all the motion of the carriage. Have right side and left side. Must be sure it can be moved freely and go down automatically. And also here we can see some ink damper. The front is white for wet damper, and the back side have KCMY for damper. So before we install printhead, we must do some alignment, do some test, be sure the cap station is at the correct position of the printhead port. So before we install printhead, we need to do some little alignment of the cap station to be sure the cap station at the middle of the printhead for wet printhead and color printhead. So first we move up we rotate by itself to move up the top cap station. And then we check if the cap station is at the middle of the carriage. We must be sure the carriage is at the home position. for the vertical and horizontal must be surround at the middle of the printhead port for each 2 printheads. So right now it's at the middle. So if it's not at the middle, then we need to lock down the cap station and move out the carriage. We can do some little alignment adjustment of the cap station. They have 4 screw locked cap station at the right side and the left side of the cap station. When we move, we can see here have 2 cap station, have 2 screws. First one and second one. We can little adjust to make all the 2 cap station at same position of the printhead port. And also we can little adjust only the cap by loosen the screw at top of the aluminum pallet to little adjust the position. So after we little adjust finish and the printhead port at the middle of the cap station, 2 cap station, vertical and horizontal, then we can start to install printhead. Then we go to the right top of the printer. We can see there's a cover. And we use the screwdriver to loosen it. Then we can take out the cover. We can see the top carriage board installed inside of the carriage. Then we move up the cover and we take out the carriage cover. We find a screw at the right side. Please pay attention that this is the home detect the metal. This one do not move, do not remove the screw. And then we loosen the screw at left side. We can take out the cover. Be careful because I have a loss of cable inside of the carriage. Then from the top, we can see it have a loss of spare parts installed. At the top is the carriage board, and here have the printhead adapter board, one for white, one for color. And if you printhead install with 4 printhead configuration, then you have 4 printhead adapter board, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the adapter board already connect the cable from the carriage board to the adapter board. So we just need to install the cable from the adapter board to the printhead. And also when we go to the downside of the carriage, we can see they have 2 white ink sub-ink tank, and also this one. And if your printer is 4 printhead, then you have 2 white ink sub tank. If you print only have 2 printhead, you will only have 1 white ink sub ink tank. Except the white ink sub ink tank, we also have 4 color ink tuber connect with the ink damper for each KCM1. And also the white ink sub ink tank have the input and output tuber. and also have one switch here. We must open the switch, and also one tuber at the top is for circulation back to the ink tank. So after we know all the spare parts, then we can start to install the printhead. Okay, now we start to install the printhead. First, we must prepare the original printhead. 2 printheads, one for white, one for color ink. And we prepare the ink damper holder, the plastic, 2 pieces. To hold the ink damper. And the printhead cable. Each printhead have a mark for HRU, head right up. And HLU for head left up, and HLD head left down, and HRU head right up. So we prepare the head cable and also the buckle to fasten the head cable later to the carriage without move. And also we prepare the screwdriver, one for short and one for longer. This one is 300 millimeter longer one, and 75 millimeter short one. Then we start to install. First, we take out the printhead from the top. We hold the carton package like this way, and we check the printhead surface is clean without any dust or scratch. At the top is also clean. First, we install the printhead cable. From the printhead, we can see the printhead have 4 angles. This angle, the right top, is no hole, but it has 3 holes at the left top, left bottom, and right bottom. So this angle is at the front, and the side with the barcode is at the front. So we put printhead like this way to the port. And also we will go to the port. The right side here have 2 ports. Here is top, the first one, and have 2 ports, up and down. Up and down, that's the right side. And also we go to the left side. It also have 2 ports, up and down. Here's the left. So it have 4 plugs, head right up, head right down, and head left up, and head left down. So it must match with the same cable with the printhead cable. So let's install one by one. First, we install the head red up. Here is head red up, HRU. So we install the pin at top, and before we install, we must check the pin is flat, no scratch or no dirty. If it's scratched or dirty, we must use the eraser to wipe it first. Then we install it with flat. Must be flat, no angle. So this is head HRU, head red up at this port. Then we install the down cable. We find the cable named HRD, head red down, and we install to the bottom. And master flat. Be sure it's good connection. So right side down cable named HRD. HRD, head red down. Then we go to the left side of printhead, also have two ports, up and down. The up cable named HLU, head left up. So we find out the cable named HRU. And also we insert to the printhead port, left, top cable. Be sure it's flat, no bend or no scratch. So head HLU, head left up cable. Then we install the down cable. Named HLD. HLD, head left down, head left down. And also we connect cable by this way, the pin at the bottom side. Be sure it's flat and good connection. So all the cable connect where for the printhead. So let's see one by one. The printhead installed by this side, the barcode at front, the red top without any hole, and the first cable named HRU, head red up, and the second cable named head red down, HRD, and go to the left side, the first cable named HLU, head left up, and second cable named HLD, head left down, the full cable. And when we hold the printhead, we must hold by this way or by this way. We cannot touch the surface of the printhead, because the nozzle all are inside the surface of the printhead. With high precision, we must maintain the surface really well. So we install the cable by this way. Then we put the printhead to the printhead port. From the printhead port, we can see here have 1, 2, 3, 4 the screw hole that we install with flat. Before we install the printhead, we must move down the cap station. We load down the cap station to be sure the cap station will not meet the printhead. After we be sure the printhead is connected well, then we can start to install the ink damper holder. This is the ink damper holder. We put at the top of the printhead. We hold the ink tank, ink damper holder by this way, and we put at the top of the printhead as this way. Be sure it's flat, without bend. Then we find out the printhead cable screw, printhead screw. Package. One printhead needs 3 screws to fasten it. Then we install the printhead screw to the printhead and go with the holder together. First, we cannot fasten too much. We just be sure it's not loosened. Fasten a little bit. And we must install the printhead cable and printhead screw by the ankle position. First this one, then this one, then this one, and then the last one. We cannot do by this one and this one. We must by ankle position. There may be the printhead with ankle with the flat calibration. So install the last one, we need to go to make the screwdriver go to the top from the top position. Here we put printhead screwdriver at top position. The screwdriver will go through from the top cover. Then we fasten it, not too tighten. Then we install the left down screw. After we lock the first screw, the second screw, and the last screw, then we start to little fasten it. Not too tighten. Otherwise, it'll be easy to damage the printhead because the printhead is made from plastic. Just little fasten it to be sure it's flat. Then the first printhead installed to the pallet is finished. Then we start to install the printhead cable. So we install one by one. So the first one, as we taught you before, this is the up printhead cable. This is the head HLD, head left up. HLU, head left up. This one is head left up. Head left, printhead left up cable, named short for HLU, head left up, HLU. Then we go to the top. We can also see here have the printhead mark named HLU and HLD. For each port, HLU, HLD, and here have HRU and HRD. One printhead, two printhead have same mark. So this cable is HLU, head left up, head left up. HLU. So we connect to HLU mark on the adapter board. We find HLU here, HLU from here. HLD is the button. This is HLU. This is HLD. And this adapter board is for color printhead at the left. And this at the right adapter board, this adapter board is for white printhead. So color printhead, white printhead. And at the bottom is color printhead, and front is white printhead. Color printhead, white printhead. The color printhead, white printhead. So this is the color printhead. So we install to HLU here. And we can see the pin is at top. So we insert printhead cable this way. HLU. 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 Connect to HLU here. HLU. Have a mark on the board. Then we install the second cable at the left, at the bottom. This is bottom printhead cable at the bottom, named HLD, head left down. Then we find out the cable, the mark here. HLD. This one is HLD. So let's see again. The printhead top cable. Printhead top cable connect to HLU, and the bottom printhead cable connect to here HLD at the bottom. Okay, then we start to install the red 2 printhead cable. Also, first we install the bottom, the top printhead named HRU, head right up. It's up cable. HRU top, head right up. Then we just find HRU mark on the adapter board. Here, the first one named HRU, this one. And we just find out the cable, and we insert to this one. Then we install the bottom cable named HRD, head right down. We install to this port. Here I have a mark named HRD. HRD on the board, and the pin at the bottom. Insert it with flat. If it is not flat, we need to install again. Must be sure it's flat without damage the pin. Like this. So the top, this one, is HRU, HRD. This one is HRU, this one is HRD. Head right up, head right down, 2 cable. So these 2 default printhead cable connect to the red adapter board and connect to the printhead at back side. This way. So this is the color printhead installation. Then we start to install back the ink damper. First, we just keep it as empty because later we need to load ink, but be sure it's not damaged. After that, we can use the barcode to fix the printhead at the right side of the printhead. We fix the 2 printhead cable by the barcode. we fix the printhead cable to the barcode and fasten it to be sure it's not bending. Make sure it's flat, and we can bend a little bit like this. And also the left two printhead cable. We fasten it. Then we start to install the white ink printhead. We find out the white ink printhead. We install by the same way. The white ink printhead installed at the front port, and the printhead cable is installed to the right side adapter board. We install by the same way. HRU, head right up. Printhead right up. And then HRD, head right down. And then printhead left two cable. HLU, head left up. And then HLD, head left down. Like this. Then we install to the port, front port. Make sure it's flat. Then we install back the printhead ink damper holder on the top. With the short printhead screwdriver. To loosen it. Not too tighten first. Loosen a little bit. Then install the anchor position this way. Not too tighten, a little bit. Be careful again. It's easy to damage the plastic cover of the printhead. Then install the front. Then fasten again by anchor position. The right up screw is empty. We don't need to install. Then we start to install the printhead cable for the white ink printhead. Also have two cables at the left and two cables at the right. We install by the same way. first is HLU, head left up. Head left up. We find HLU at the top, this position, HLU. We insert to this port. Be sure it's not flat. We can see its HLU mark. HLU. Head left up to this port. Then the down cable. HLD. H, the printhead left down cable. Button. HLD. We insert to HLD mark here. HLD. We keep it flat. So on the left two cable connect where. Then the right two cable. Also first, HRU, head right up. We connect to this port. HRU. The pin go up. HRU, this cable. Then we install the last one, HRD, the down cable at the right side. We can see HRD mark on the board. HRD. The pin go down position. Then the two down cable, two left cable connected ready. Then we start to install the ink damper to the printhead. Then we start to install back. Then we start to fasten the printhead cable without shaking. We find out the barcode. We stick to the position that we want to fix. But please pay attention to that we cannot touch the left and the right inclination sensor here. It's very important. We cannot block the inclination sensor position at the left and at the right. This position. We must be sure the two left-right sensor can move up, down freely. So the barcode cannot stick to this position, to outside a little bit. So we just start to fasten it. And then we cut down the belt. Then we stick the left side. be sure it's breathing. And also we cut down the extra belt. And also we can bend a little bit of the cable, but not bend too much. Also at the top for each. But be careful to not make the cable loosen. To have enough space for the printer. After we install the printing head ready, then we start to install back the cover. We put the cover as this way. Be careful. Be sure the cover will not damage all the tuber or the cable of the carriage. We install it with good position. Especially for the cable at front, you must be sure it's not damage the cable. Then we fasten the screw. So the carriage cover is installed ready. Now we put the ink damper at the back side. Then we install back the top cover. There are 4 screws to lock the cover. Must be have faster speed to lock screws really quick. So the top cover, the carriage cover are installed ready. Then we can start to the next step to load ink to the ink tank and the damper.